All right, let's look at this thing. Okay. So you'll want to do that. Today is a bit odd. I think this may be very well a short class. I had talked about, I think at the end of last time, about trying to come up with what to my mind is a cleaner solution to the problem that is Project P5 by taking an object-oriented approach to it. And I did begin that. I began it late last night, and I'm not done yet, so I haven't decided whether the experiment is a success or not. I think it is, but I still have the engine out of the car, so to speak, and I'm not prepared to talk about it. What I would like to do, knock on wood, is, I don't know when you knock on wood, but maybe this is one of those times. When we come on Thursday, I would like to do something similar to what I did last Thursday, but with an object-oriented approach to the problem. And then you will have two beginnings of solutions on video for you to choose, whichever is kind of turns your crank. So that's what I want to do. And as I said, I still have the engine out of the OO stuff, so I'm not prepared to talk about it just yet. So I think what I want to do today is, for those of you who haven't, so even if you're thinking, well, I kind of like the idea of the OO thing, I think I'll wait and see how that turns out. I can't emphasize enough that you should probably go through that video that I did last time and walk through it, because even if you end up going the OO way, the amount of understanding you get just through going through the process of doing it will go a huge distance for having you complete this project successfully. I think I've mentioned that historically this is the project where most people drop out of the class. It's such a rat's nest of stuff to get done, and I'm hoping a combination of Thursday and then what I hope to be this coming Thursday will really clear the air enough that I can really increase the success rate on that. And historically, if you make it past this one, then by and large, everyone is well able to do the follow-on ones. Okay? So with all that as preamble, I'm certainly happy to take individual questions if people want to show me their computers after the fact, but does anyone have any questions that they're willing to throw out for the class? Yes, sir.
Can you just explain more about why we're using a variable class? When do we, it doesn't really, it's not really because you're saying we can't, all the functionality could theoretically be put into expression and simple for this project, but we can't for future projects, but I'm not saying why we can't or what the reason is for it and when we use it.
Well,
we're already storing everything in the symbol.
The variable ends up being very shallow and has a reference to a symbol.
Yeah. But so when do we create an instantiation of the variable? Because we're storing a symbol when we read in. Should we be storing a variable instead when we create when we we do an initialization or a variable declaration? Is the rule?
No, I don't believe so. But I think I'm going to have to table it and get back to you with that, because I'm certainly not creating it there. So let me look a little more deeply into that. Yeah, and I certainly understand what you're saying about that. All right, so one on my to-do list. What else do you got for me? Yes?
Do we have like a tentative due date for this section?
A tentative due date. I want to say, so I'm allowed to let things slip, but I want to say somewhere between 1 and 2 weeks. We're definitely going to need at least a couple weekends. And I'm hemming and hawing because the amount of time given traditionally has been 5 weeks. And we all know that that means that we wait 4 weeks and we do it in 1 week, right? Or we don't and we fail the class. So I'm very optimistic that given last Thursday and what I hope to present this coming Thursday, that we trim massive amounts of hours off of the time required to do this thing, because I think a huge part of it is just getting your head around it, and I think the introduction last time and on this following Thursday with a different approach should really help you get your head around it, so that then it'll be a bit of a grind in that you got to do the division operator and you got to do the multiplication operator. You got to do all these operators and you got to do the unary operators, and it's just a grind to get through all that. But hopefully, the issue is an understanding, and it's just one of time. And I believe that probably a couple weekends ought to be enough time to do that. So that's what I'm hoping. What other questions? All right, so I will go ahead and stop here. If you have problems with code you want to show me, you can show me. Obviously, you're welcome to walk out of the room. I would certainly encourage you to go you had this time scheduled to sit with me, so go somewhere and start plowing through that video and start implementing this thing. No time like the present. All right? Okay, so we'll see you Thursday.